I surrender to the love within. With courage and faith I now begin the burning of my heart's desire. Forever fuels that passion's fire, joy and strength and peace within. The love of spirit, the love of friends keeps me steady and on the right track. Helps me follow my true path. I trust the power within me to help me be all I can be. I release all those noisy fears, set the pain of the past free. I trust the power within me. God is the source of my supply, and I don't even have to know how or why. I just trust and I believe. Open my heart and I receive. If I should start to lose my way, I remember those words we always say. Then I start to feel again how good it is to love my friends. I trust the power within me to help me be all I can be. I release all those noisy fears, set the pain of the past free. I trust the power within me. I trust the power within me to help me be all I can be. I release all those noisy fears, set the pain of the past free. I trust the power within me. I trust the power within me to help me be all I can be. I release all those noisy fears, set the pain of the past free. I trust the power within me. 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 I trust the power within me.
Beautiful. Thank you, Frank. What a great way to begin. How did it become two of you? I don't know how you did that. Welcome, everyone, to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. Whether you are here in person, thank you so much, or whether you are receiving our live streaming, we are coming to you live this morning from Eagleville, Pennsylvania. Woo! And look where we are. Thank you to Susanna Rick Smithers, because the Smithers beautiful facility here, Interprod in Eagleville, Pennsylvania, is a magnificent production facility, and it has been transformed right here in this special place to our sacred Sunday morning celebration. Thank you, Rick and Suzanne. Yes. Well, welcome. I am Maxine Kaye, the fortunate spiritual leader of this beloved community, and I'm so thrilled that we're gathering in person today. And thank you for joining us, whether you are live with us, and everyone here is very much alive, and or whether you are experiencing the live stream. We're very happy that no matter where you happen to be geographically or where you are on your spiritual journey, that we're welcoming you. You're in the right place with us today. Thank you. And we are a welcoming, inclusive spiritual community of conscious, creative, compassionate, caring, gorgeous people. And we apply spiritual tools to all kinds of human challenges using the principles of science of mind and those wonderful teachings from Dr. Ernest Holmes, primarily the wonderful, wonderful spiritual mind treatment. We pray together, we play together, and we even say together, there is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. That was good. I think even some of you who are receiving the live stream, I think I heard you saying it too. We're coming back to our divine origins. That's one of the most wonderful things that we do here in this community, with our oneness with all life, with each other, with the creative, intelligent activity that we are a part of, that we get to use and individualize, not only for our own good, but for everyone in our greater community and for the world itself. Because our mission really is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And we know we're here following our individual paths and working together to create a world that works for everyone, a world that works for all. So let's come together in this consciousness this morning. Okay. That's the opening song. It was a hint. Oh, good. Thank you, Emily. You're welcome.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, please stand. And yes, we're going to sing We Come Together. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you.
I recognize the God in you.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves me and I love you too.
God loves me and I love you too.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Every walk of life, every creed and color, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Oh my gosh, that felt good. And isn't it wonderful? This is now a sanctuary. Thank you for having created a sanctuary. And wasn't only the physical logistics that our wonderful people did to make this happen right here at this beautiful facility, but it was once you walked in the room. That's when the love started showing up. Thank you for that. Okay, kids, wherever you are. I don't see any here unless they're under the seats. But all of those all you out in radio world. Okay. Do you like to play sports? Where am I looking? Oh, there's the camera. Thank you. Do you like to play sports? Games? Music? You know, it's much more fun when we're part of a team, isn't it? I mean, you can bounce that ball across against the garage door all day long, but isn't it a lot more fun to have a lot of people to be throwing it back and forth and tossing it, kicking it, or whatever kind of ball it is? You know, sports teams plan their moves together ahead of time. And even if you're playing pictograms or charades, you have a team, right? And it requires working together. Now, a band or an orchestra, that is my favorite metaphor. You know that word? Ask your parents. It's my favorite metaphor for how we work together, bringing our own individual talents and being the best that we can at that, and then listening. That's important. Listening to the other players so that we're playing in harmony with one another. It's very important. There's a little song that I'd like you to sing with me. Ready? We are one, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity we will live in harmony. For peace has come, and we are one. Oh, the adults can sing it too. Let's do it. We are one, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity, we will live in harmony, and peace has come, for we are one. And peace has come, for we are one. Now you go sing that to your parents, you kids, because they're going to love hearing that from you. Skittle along. We'll see you next week. You better be here in person. How about that? Next time we come together, wherever we may be. Okay. I think it's time for meditation. Should we have a meditation right here in this beautiful sacred sanctuary? Let's begin with that cleansing breath, shall we? Where we breathe in through our nostrils and breathe out through the pursed lips. Let's do that 2 more times. Can't you feel the life of spirit, the priya, the prana, the chi, moving through our beautiful bodies, temples, bringing healing and revealing wholeness, moving through our emotions, bringing balance and harmony, moving through our minds, bringing calm, serenity, and an openness to creative ideas. Now let your breath become a bridge, a pathway to your heart. And let's enter into the sacred center of our hearts with willingness, with one-pointedness, with gratitude. Where you are coming home to the divine presence, feeling loved, deeply and unconditionally. Let this love fill your body, your mind, your emotions. Just relax into a higher vibration of love. Invite it now to move through you, to nurture you and heal you. Now become aware of this love's overflowing from you into the space around you, making it a holy space, touching and blessing, warming, illuminating, and lifting everyone near you and everything in your environment. Let this love move out into the room, into the building where you are right now. And every place that it flows, it touches and blesses, raises the vibration, nurtures, brings inspiration and possibility. Let it move out now into the larger community. And as it touches souls and heals hearts and clarifies minds and intentions, there is a transformation that begins to take place in our larger community. And let it move out now into the entire world, revealing unity, harmony, peace, possibility, serenity, power, the power of love, not the love of power, but the power of love. And as manifestations of this one life, this one love, we're all deeply, deeply connected with Source, that unconditional love, the presence of all good, all knowing, all loving, our sacred source with one another. Let's come now into even a deeper place within our hearts and listen to the silence. Listen to the sweet song of divine love within us now. And we have heard the sweet song of Spirit, and we continue to listen as the love fills up and overflows and continues to move out into the world, touching, blessing, illuminating, and transforming, and returning to us, for we are, each one, a circulating, recirculating fountain of divine love, together in love, making a beautiful difference. For love goes before us, making all the crooked places straight. Now I would like to invite Reverend Mike up to begin us with an opening treatment.
Wow. People. It's good to see you. And brings me great joy to celebrate our coming together today. 29 years, they say, you know. Today also marks Dr. Maxine and my 8th anniversary. So there's a lot to celebrate today. So if you join me in consciousness, let's know that right here, right now, love is. And we recognize that Spirit expresses through us, through each and every one of us, guiding us and directing us to the further expression of life, the further expression of love. And we recognize that we don't have to do it alone. We do it together. And together, greater joy comes forth, greater love comes forth, and a greater celebration of life, knowing itself by means of us, comes forth. Oh, we've got great things to do. We've done great things. And continual ideas of divine ideas, desire to express that love, that life, that joy, that peace, those greater awarenesses, those greater awakenings, our opportunity to raise humanity's consciousness as we raise ourselves. What a joy, what an honor, what a privilege, what a duty to do. So it's with great joy I celebrate what we hear here today, the music that we hear today, and just the fellowship that we experience here today. Because right here, right now, we know we are awakening humanity to a spiritual magnificence because we are awakened. And so it is.
And so it is. That went out on the radio waves. Thank you, Reverend Mike. What a great way to start. We have a demonstration today. Yay! What is a demonstration? It's not carrying a placard. It's revealing the good that is always given to us. And it's usually a result of spiritual mind treatment. It is always a result of a change in consciousness. And today, I would like to invite Jane Downey to come up and share her demonstration.
So I have a niece. Her name is Brooke Downey Melendez. And Brooke was born with spina bifida, which means her spine was born outside of her body. So she has a lot of challenges physically, including the fact that she really doesn't have a lot of muscles at the base of her spine. And she and her husband, RJ, wanted to have a baby. And she got pregnant, which was kind of a miracle in and of itself. And she got a kidney infection because she's very prone to infection. And she was in the hospital, and we prayed and we treated through it. And she kept going. And about 3 weeks ago, they told us the baby's viable. She's at 28 weeks. So unbeknownst to me, Brooke was actually fighting another infection, and the pregnancy was getting very difficult for her. Well, darn it, baby Fiona did not decide to show up on Friday, 3 pounds, and she's doing incredibly well, and I thank you all for keeping them in their prayers.
Yes, yes, yes. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Jane. Wow. Now let's repeat our affirmation together, shall we? I bring my highest consciousness and best intentions to my beloved community, happy to do my part to bring about a healthy vision. And so it is. Wow. Oh, this is juicy. Just being here with all of you, and it feels beautiful. It's like life is overflowing right here in this very sacred sanctuary, filled with joy and beautiful people. So we have a new month. Isn't that exciting? I love new months. I like the old ones too, but I like the new ones better. And so we now are involved with the beloved community. That is our theme for this month, the beloved community. And today's talk is the power of working together. There is a quote I'd like to read from Sharif Abdullah from his book, Creating a World That Works for All. We are engaged in building community through collaboration, inclusive dialogue on fundamental issues affecting society. Through communication, people discover their hidden kinship. We believe that somewhere in the heartfelt communion of two or more souls, the essence of spirit can be found. Amen. We know that the essence of spirit can be found within each and every one of us, every soul. But when we come together, recognizing the divinity within each other, experiencing the overflow of love and power within each of us, something almost magical, certainly magnificent, takes place. We become a greater opening for the flow of God's love and inspiration and possibilities to come through us. This is why we are a beloved community, working together, bringing the greatest talents, gifts, and intentions that we have together, and opening the way for something that we haven't even imagined yet or reimagined yet, something new, something beautiful taking place within us and through us. And it's important that we move from the I to the we consciousness. Because I of myself can do a lot of things, but I of myself in truth can do nothing. Because I don't do anything by myself. It is always the empowering spirit within me. It is always the empowering spirit within you and within every sentient being that makes greater life possible. Because if I try to do everything by myself, I'm going to get tired and I'll just want to go take a nap. But when I'm playing with you, when we're opening up our hearts together to that indwelling presence of spirit, and acknowledging and respecting and delighting in everybody else's gifts that we're bringing together, miraculous things can take place, and they do. So as we move into this we consciousness in our beloved community, we become a greater opening for Spirit's wisdom and guidance. I want to be guided. I don't want to go helter-skelter into that day. I want to be guided from within. And when I surrender, as I do each morning in meditation, and invite that holy presence to guide me into every step that's for my greater good and the greater good of those that are in my circle, I can move with peace. I can move with power, as I know that, as Jesus taught us so clearly, I of myself do nothing. It is the presence, it is the power, it is the spirit within that does it all through us. Through us. And each one of us is a creative and powerful center of divine life. We know that. And when we bring our wise and our loving energies together, that creates a greater possibility for that power to be expressed, and its productivity and insights and new imagination to begin to come forth. So let's call forth that divine inspiration. Inspiring, creative ideas are preparing to spring forth from our imaginative intention. I like that phrase, imaginative intention. Everything is ready to spring forth. It's like all around us here, there are all kinds of processes of which I know nothing. And great creativity takes place in this big, beautiful facility. It's not what you and I do, except for the two people who have granted us the use of this sacred space this morning in their wonderful production facility. I don't know what all those things do. I don't know what the wonderful, brilliant people do who come here to work together to create something that makes life better for people I know that's all I know about it. And frankly, that's probably all I need to know about it. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful there are people out in the world who come together to create wonderful things that make our lives better, as this place does. But inspiring, creative ideas are ready to spring forth through our imaginative intention. You know what I figured out? We don't have problems to fix. Can we get over that false belief that we have problems to fix, but we have possibilities to pursue? You like that? Yay. Not problems to fix, but possibilities to pursue. And so it's not from the past that we plan our future. It may be the springboard, the past, but it's not the backbone. The backbone is a divine design that's being created within us all together as we come together to work together, plan together, and dream together, and imagineer together. I love that. We're going to imagineer together. And so we're grateful for the past. There are a lot of things that we did very well, very, very well. And we're building, in a sense, on our legacy, but not the events or the places, but we are building as a springboard, moving into something we don't even know anything about yet, but we're ready to receive the divine download. Aren't we ready to receive divine downloads? Of course we are. So we honor our legacy, but we prepare for the present and we prepare for the future. That's what we're going to be doing this afternoon, so that we can reimagine everything. Reimagine everything. Say that with me. Reimagine everything. All right, that opens up a whole new field of infinite possibilities, doesn't it? Reimagine everything. And you know what this requires? It requires a beginner's mind, as if we've not been to this rodeo before. A beginner's mind, an open heart, that childlike innocence and receptivity and naivety and curiosity. Aren't you curious about the next steps we'll be taking as a community? I am. Not so curious that I need to know the answers right away, but curious enough to want to pursue this with all of you beloveds and those who are not with us in this room today, but will be, wherever that room is. So let's all be beginners and create a new game. So our vision, as we're formulating our vision, it will pull us gracefully toward a peaceful, powerful, successful future. We're going to let the vision pull us. We're not having to push anything. As we create the vision, it moves us forward into a whole new world, a whole new experience. So it's really time to let go of form. You know, here we are. Isn't this wonderful? We don't know where we're going to be from one week to the next, but here we are today, and we let go of the form, and when we let go of the form, we ask what we truly desire, individually and together. We begin with the formlessness. Everything begins in the formless, doesn't it? Infinite mind is formless. And when we utilize our beautiful law of cause and effect, sowing and reaping, not weeping, reaping. When we utilize that effectively, consciously, lovingly, and purposefully, and creatively, and caringly, and compassionately, and all those other C words, when we utilize it in that way, we bring the formless into form. Look at, here we are. We bring the formless into form. So let's be curious about what that may eventually be. You know, we've learned so much during these interesting years. We have learned so much about virtual possibilities. We live stream every week. We teach classes on Zoom. We get together like a big bunch of Hollywood squares as often as possible. We are delighted, very delighted to have found ways to stay connected. Yeah? There's no reason for us not to continue to feel a part of this beloved community, because the infinite mind and heart of God and all of these wonderful people right here who produce this and make it happen are working together to discover and to keep discovering how we can continue to be a viable force for good in this world, starting with our own lives in our own beloved community and beyond. And we have found with this virtual work we've done that we can reach people all over the world, and we do, even Canadians. We reach people at a larger geographical distance. We reach people who may not even have heard of Centers for Spiritual Living, Science of Mind, Religious Science before. Ernest Holmes, who is that? Well, he's getting to be a pretty popular guy these days. And it's no longer us and them. It's we are one. Now, I recognize as we look out at the world sort of sideways that there's way too much us and them. And it is our joyous responsibility to remain in the we, the us, the us. We are one, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity, we've discovered serenity and peace has come, for we are one. I have a couple stories about teamwork. You want to hear a couple stories about teamwork? Good, here we go. Well, one of them, you may know both of them. This one you may possibly. A U.S. jet fighter pilot, a veteran of the Vietnam War, Charles Plum. You've heard of Charles Plum? He had completed 75 combat missions when he was shot down, ejected, and parachuted into enemy hands, where he was held for 6 years in a Vietnamese prison. Years later, a man came up to him and said, "You're Plum. You flew fighter jets in Vietnam from the aircraft carrier Kitty Hawk, and you were shot down." Plum was confused, and he asked how the man knew about that. "I packed your parachute," the man replied. The man then shook his hand and said, "I guess it worked." Plum assured him that it had and said, "If your chute hadn't worked, I wouldn't be here today." Plum thought a lot about that man who held the fate of someone he didn't even know in his hands. He kept pondering how many times he might have seen this guy and not even said anything to him because he was a fighter pilot and the stranger was just a sailor. Charles Plum is now a motivational speaker, no surprise, and he tells this story to hundreds. And after telling it, he always asks his audiences, "Who's packing your parachute?" We pack each other's parachutes all the time. So in our lives, be it personal, work-related, many people have a hand in the making of our parachutes. Are you taking the time to acknowledge them? To thank them? To reward them? You know, it takes a lot of people to form a team. We are interrelated, and in a very real sense, we are packing each other's parachutes. It's one of the most wonderful examples of teamwork that I think I have heard about. We work together caringly and compassionately, consciously. I have another story. You want to hear another one? Okay. This is also about the importance of teamwork. Okay, last year, Reverend Mike and I went to Pittsburgh for the first time. It's a beautiful city. You know why we went there? We were going to a Rolling Stones concert. It was awesome. And I read this before their amazing drummer had passed, Charlie Watts. This was written before that. Mick Jagger, Charlie Watts, Keith Richards, and Ronnie Woods had played together for over 50 years and still recognize the importance of practicing together. They understood that for excellence to become a habit, you need to define a shared approach to working together. You need to practice it over and over until it becomes second nature. Before every tour, the band typically commits to 2 months to rehearsing. They appreciate the opportunity to reconnect with their collective rhythm. This enables the band to perform with almost telepathic communication. The Stones' success comes from each member having a distinctive yet complementary role. Each band member is a talent in his own right, but it is the chemistry the band has on each of them that works best. Being part of the Rolling Stones remains the best way for each member to achieve their individual goals. The best teams are those who combined individual drive with understanding the importance of the power of the team. This is the secret to becoming an excellent team. You see, it's a symbiotic relationship. As we open our hearts and our minds to the divine creative power for our community, our personal lives become enhanced, become sweeter, become more successful. It cannot help but work that way. It's a win-win. So as we become aware of the indwelling and underlying harmony and become willing to engage in it for everyone's highest good, we continue to create this beloved team, which we call our beloved community. That's us. That's us. And we're not alone in this. Isn't it wonderful to know? Since we have been live streaming so many things and so many other centers have been doing the same, I know you've been checking all the other ones out online too. And that's a good thing. That's a great thing. I know somebody goes to church 3 times a day online. And I think it's wonderful. But we can learn from the best practices. We can learn from the inspiring messages and music and so forth that's given. And we have one of the best products ever. Just ask Jeff Messino, because he does it. And Pace and Bert and Edie. This is teamwork. When you aren't all with us, as thankfully you are today, we are at the Inspiration Cafe, and it is a delight to gather with this small, mighty group, setting up a beautiful little sanctuary and creating an excellent product. Check out the others. Ours is right up there. And thank you to our team that makes it happen. Now our team is expanding. We're going to be meeting more and more. You'll be hearing more about this later. It's not my job to tell you that right now, but it is my job to tell you that you're marvelous and that our team is an inspiration to each other. And our lives, together and individually, are becoming even better, more successful, more powerful, sweeter, more loving, and wiser, because we are invested in this beloved community. So will you say with me, the creative power of divine mind is in me. The creative power of divine mind is in me. This infinite intelligence flows through us all. Together we are open channels for its activity. We are reimagining our beloved community. We are reimagining a world that works for all. And so, my beloveds, beginneth our lesson. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Together we do it all. And together we're about to have our celebration of prosperity. How wonderful it is to be able to return to Source, that which is so constantly, graciously, and generously given to us. And so as we prepare to, are we going to speak our affirmation? Or shall I make one up? I'll make one up. I can do that. Really, I'd love to. All right, so let's take our, all right. Never mind. All right, let's take, oh, we are doing that. I didn't want to do that. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. So, to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
I'm going to be singing I've Got the Power by Karen Drucker.
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power.
I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there's nothing I can't do. I've got the power to be anything I want. I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power inside of me. Every day when I'm wasting my time thinking that someone else is gonna do it all for me, I've got to get up, get out, get it, and get started. One step towards my destiny. I'll define my direction with clear-cut intention. Declare what will be mine and then watch it come to me. Come on, I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there's nothing I can't do. I've got the power to be anything I want. I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power inside of me. There are days when I feel that I'm just nervous. Days when I don't even want to try. But then I stop, look and listen and surrender. I hear a voice of truth that I cannot deny. It says, you know you can do it. Just get down to it. Have faith in yourself and we'll see it through. Come on, I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there's nothing I can't do. I've got the power to be anything I want. I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power inside of me. In those times when I feel so frightened and it seems like I can't go on, I've got to look deep inside, and that's where I'll find the power, the power, the power inside of me. Yeah, I've got the power. I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've you've got the power, we've got the power. One more time. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power.
Wow, it's fun to follow Emily. Feels so powerful. That was awesome. Thank you, Emily. My name is Suzanne Smethers, and I am a happy member of your Board of Trustees. Thank you for joining us today. We're so excited that you're here in person and virtually. And Dr. Maxine, you have been such an inspiration. Thank you for packing my parachute. Love you. Wow, what a wonderful inspiration Dr. Maxine is to us every day, and her talks, what she does to keep us going and get us through this. And it's just exciting. I'm very excited about our future and the possibilities and all of our new things that we're going to talk about today. So, as you know, we're holding our annual meeting today at noon, and you'll see all that we have accomplished over the past year. Get an update on our finances, and hear what's in store in the short and long term for our center. Very exciting things, right? For those who let us know you wanted to attend virtually, you should have received a Zoom link. If not, call Linda at 610-745-8472. That's 610-745-8472 before noon today, and she will send you the link. Reverend Mike's Science of Mind textbook group continues each Saturday at 9:45 to 11. And I join, and I love it. So I hope that any of you who haven't done it need to jump on, because it's an amazing experience. Just go on to the events calendar and click on Saturday you'd like to join and register using the link, and Reverend Mike will send you an email with the instructions to join. If you're watching us and enjoying our Sunday celebrations and love notes on our Facebook and YouTube channel, please be sure to like, to subscribe, and to share with others. When you subscribe, you will receive notices when our Sunday celebration and our daily love notes are uploaded. Again, we'll continue to live stream our Sunday celebrations every Sunday at 10:30. Just visit our website at www.cslphilly.org and click on the orange Watch Live button to see all our virtual love notes and past Sunday celebrations. That's it for today. I hope you all join us for our meeting, and thank you, Dr. Maxine.
Thank you, Suzanne. Oh, lovely, wonderful announcements filled with enthusiasm. And speaking of enthusiasm, since it's a new month, and this is the first Sunday of the month, what do you think happens? Birthday! Yes, we're going to celebrate all the October birthdays. And so if anyone here is an October baby, please stand. And anyone out there, you can stand too. And whether you do or not, no October's here, but I'll bet there's a bunch of them out there. So we're going to sing to you. Are you ready? Hit it, Maestro.
Happy birthday to
Maestro.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I like that better too. This is real live people singing. See? I love it already. Okay. Now we are going to have a closing song by Daniel Namod, and it's going to be led by Emily. Wonderful. Here she comes. Love is my decision.
please stand and join me, and we will do 2 verses for Love Is My Decision. Join me and Daniel.
On the road.
Stop it, Dad. Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision, oh, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision right here and now.
Does he look great? Aren't you glad to see him back? Hi.
Hi.
And so we go forth with joy in our hearts, with a willingness to surrender to the greater idea for ourselves and for our beloved community. This is only the beginning, and we're so grateful, and so it is. So it is. Yay, team,
My decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision. My decision right here and now. My decision right here and